What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wolf Not Wait. I am your host, as always, Joseph Cuiza, and Happy New Year. This is going to be the last video for the year, last video likely before even New Year's Eve. So with that being, of course, as I always like to do, I'm talking about goals and setting your New Year's resolutions. Now, I talked a lot about this in the past, and I've kind of beat a dead horse with it, but there's some information that I want to get very specific on that I feel will hopefully help a lot of people. When making a resolution, when doing all that, as everybody knows, I'm not a big fan of resolutions. And if you don't know, now you know I'm not a big fan of resolutions because it sets people up for failure. The way historically people have gone about it, the way it's been done, I'm going to wait X amount of time to make a change. If you make this resolution beginning of December, nope, that's it, beginning of the year or after Christmas, I'm going to wait a week and start making this change. Don't wait to make changes. If there's something you really want to do in your life, if there's something that's going to make you better, if there's something that you're going to improve, if it's something that's going to really greatly add that value to your life, why fucking wait to do it? Make the change now. Start now. And if it sucked for a fucking week, well, guess what? You got a week under your belt already. Now you know. New Year's, now I'm really going to fucking ramp up my game and step it hard. But you've been going to the gym every time for a week. You already know. You're starting to get into it. Especially when now, like, it's Christmas time, not a lot of people are really doing that. Everybody's like, oh, I still got that Christmas weight I'm packing on. You know, people kind of take a time off. Now you can get into it. Start learning. Start doing stuff like that with your finances. Now Christmas is over. That's it. You've spent your big amount of budget. You've gotten gifts for everybody. You've done all that bullshit. Now it's time to sit down and say, okay, I want to get my budget ready and plan a little bit for next year. You know, I heard someone talking about it in the news, and they're like, oh, here's what you do. Here's what you can set up. Like, Christmas comes the same fucking time every single fucking year, guys. It's not a fucking surprise. It's not a thing like, oh my God, Christmas is next week. I had no idea. Everybody else found it at the same time I did. No, it's fucking December 25th. Every single time, every single fucking year, it's the same day. If they ever change it, I'm sure you'll hear about it plenty in advance. But it's the same time every fucking day. Or if you celebrate a different holiday and it involves buying gifts and gift giving, likely the same time every fucking year. And if not, you know it's in December. You have a general idea. Same fucking time every fucking year. Okay, that's my little rant on it. It's the same time always. But when it comes to your goals, when it comes to doing stuff, something that I didn't talk about before is a lot of people set a lot of goals. They have a laundry list of fucking things they want to accomplish, which is great. You want to get out there and you want to do as much as you can. But as I talked about before, setting a realistic goal, making sure it's something you want to do for you, not just because somebody else thinks you're kind of fucking overweight or something. You feel, hey, I want to be better or whatever. And I want to be better with my money. I want to be better with my weight. I want to be better with whatever it is. I'm going to fucking do it for me. Or if you have like that motivation of, I have kids or something. My health's not the best. I want to get in better shape. I want to walk my daughter down the aisle. I want to be there for my son's graduation. I want to be there for my kid's graduation. I want to be able to go and do things with them. Something like that. That motivation, but it's an emotional thing. It's for you. It's not just because somebody else said something. It's for you. And those you love and care about, but ultimately coming back to that heart, your heart. Or making money, or changing anything like that. It's something you want to do, and then setting a clear plan for it. A goal without a plan is just a dream. Setting steps to, this is a realistic step. I'm going to map towards it. And then you can measure, yes, I'm doing the fucking things. Look, I want to make more money this year. Already compared to January last year, I'm making more money. Already I'm doing this. Hey, I didn't have this added income before. That's mappable. I ain't used to sell things on eBay, but I'm doing that now in addition to things I did last year. I'm almost definitely going to make more money this year if I keep doing these things. Look, I lost a pound. Look, I lost 2 pounds. I'm measuring myself. I'm weighing myself. I lost 3 pounds. I had one of those scales that measure muscle mass. I gained X amount of muscle mass. I'm now X amount of body fat less. Something measurable. In addition to that, write down, this is just an arbitrary number, but I feel it's a good setup for it. Write down 10 things that you want to accomplish this year. I mean your top 10 fucking goals. The things that are most important to you. The top 10. Doesn't have to be in any specific order. Just top 10. Make a little list. Pretend I have a paper here. All right. Number 1, I want to increase the amount of money I make. Number 2, I want to spend more time with my family. Number 3, I want to improve my health. Whatever the case may be. And just keep going down through 1 through 10. And I think Warren Buffett said he did something similar with this, but I believe his number was for 10. Once you have those 10 goals, once you have those 10 really important things, I mean, rack your brain if you got it. The 10 things you want to accomplish the most. Separate from that, on the little list here, put the 3 you want to accomplish the most. Of the 10, pick the 3 you want to accomplish the most. Maybe it's my top 3 there. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's 1, 7, and fucking 2. Whatever the case may be, put those there. Those are now your top 3 goals. Do not even fucking think about the other 7 until you accomplish those top 3 goals. Those top 3 goals are now the things that you're mapping towards. Setting it up and saying, hey, I want to spend more time with my family, I want to make more money, and I want to improve my health. Those are your goals. Boom. Those are your top 3. Whatever else you're going to do, I understand maybe you want to get around to it, to be like, I want to get a new car, this shit, whatever the fucking situation it is. Now those are your top 3 goals. That's what you're mapping towards. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Now obviously you can see, you'll start to see issues. I want to make more money and improve my health, but I also want to spend more time with my family. All these things are very time-consuming things. All these things are difficult things, especially if you're not working out or dying or something, that's fucking tough. You want to make more money, you have to put more work in. You want to spend more time with your family, you got to put in the fucking effort and really be there and be around them and do things that they care about with them. That's fucking tough. Those are all, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but those are the 3 tough things. Right away you'll see, okay, I got some fucking work cut out for me. And then you use the processes we talked about before, mapping it, setting it up, making sure it's something measurable. Yes, I'm spending more time with my family. Yes, all that. And you can sit there and set it up with those 3. But those 3 are the fucking goals that you want. That's a good way to start. Some way of making it certain that you want to accomplish is, 1, these 3 things are arguably the most important thing to you right now in your life. The biggest 3 changes you want to do. Going into it with the mindset that, yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. You're making a change. Most changes, especially good ones, are uncomfortable. That's good. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Not like go out and harm yourself or anything like that, but I'm not saying anything like that, but put yourself out of your comfort zone. Instead of saying, hey, I'm going to sit on the sofa and do this, I'm going to go out and work harder. Instead of saying, well, I got to be in the gym, maybe people will criticize me, maybe I'm overweight, maybe I'm worried about what people are going to say, put yourself in that situation. Don't deny yourself, let the marketplace deny you. And if somebody comes over and says, well, you're fat or something, oh, fuck you, I'm better than myself. Fuck off. Who cares what people think? That's a separate issue, but make yourself uncomfortable. Put yourself in situations to grow and change, because that's what you need to do. You're not doing these 3 things right now. If you want to do those 3 things, you have to change. You're not just going to go, okay, here's these 3 things, and then magically it's just going to happen overnight without you changing in any way, shape, or form. That's not what's going to happen. Understand it's going to be a process. And understand that you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations going to the gym. Telling people, no, hey, I don't want that extra piece of cake. Oh, why? But I made it fresh in you. And saying, hey, no. And it's, uncomfortable things sometimes to tell people no. Spending more time with your family. Kind of putting yourself with your job and say, hey, listen, I can't come in on that Saturday. I'm spending time with my family. We already have something set up for it. That's a tough thing to do. Some people are worried about that, especially certain jobs. They frown upon that, which, fuck you, but I'm spending time with my family. That's what it is. Making more money, taking time to say, okay, hey, I understand we're going to be doing this thing as a family. Again, continue with these 3 goals. But before we spend that time as a family, which is that additional time, I need to spend this hour or 2 and put things on eBay and sell it. So that way I have money, and then maybe we could go to Disneyland next week. Maybe we could do this. Maybe we could do that. Okay, I have more money. I could treat the kids to go something, and we could all go together. We could all go something. I have a little bit more extra money. You know what? I'll spend the $20 this weekend, and we'll go get ice cream together, and we'll sit down and we'll talk, and we're able to do that. But I really need to put the work in now. Okay, family's not here. It's just me. Instead of sitting there and watching YouTube or doing something, let me fucking pound this and try and get more money. Let me try and sell shit. Let me do Uber at night. Everybody's asleep. Everybody's doing this. I go out for an hour or 2, whatever the case may be, however you set it up. Really putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations to try and improve yourself and try and get better. I'm going to take a page out of the yes theory here and say seek discomfort. There's a lot of tough things. For you to change, you have to seek discomfort. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and you grow and learn as a person. And especially with those goals in mind and setting yourself up to, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And be willing to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations and having that mindset that this is something amazing that I want to work towards. Doing that in that form of discomfort, that's going to help you towards your goals. So that's just a little bit about kind of setting up goals and building upon it. I just want to really talk about, I watched a Yes Theory video today, and I've seen the whole discomfort, and I knew I wanted to do something about resolutions. I do it every year. I talk about it. A lot of people want to make these changes because they say, new year, new me. That's awesome. If it's an excuse to make a change and improve yourself, that's amazing. I don't frown upon that at all. But what I'm saying is don't wait to make changes. Just make those changes and do it. Say, okay, and set yourself up, and this could go for any goal in your life. You could set yourself up and make that change today. Right now. Why wait? And you're going to have to put yourself in some uncomfortable situations. You're going to have to do some tough things. But that's a part of change. You have to change in order to get the life you want. If you're not where you want to be right now, you have to change. And I'm not saying everybody has to go out and lose 100 pounds. I'm not saying everybody has to be millionaires. I'm not saying everybody has to start a family or do this or do that. I'm just saying you need to change and map towards the life that you want. If you just want to hang out and do what you've been doing, awesome. Like, keep doing it. You know, fuck me, I guess. You know, who am I to fucking tell you how to live your life? But what I'm saying is, if you want to make a change, you're not happy with certain aspects, this is the way you're going to have to set yourself up, and this is the way you're going to have to improve. New year, new way to start. I'm also kind of eating my own medicine and taking my medicine with that. I want to improve with this. I want to improve with the YouTube channel. I want to improve with social media. I want to improve my distribution. I really want to get out there and try and help as much people as I can. Because prior to where I looked at this was like, you know, I wrote the book and I'm going to set myself up and maybe make a little money from it. Yeah, the money's great. Obviously, I want to, you know, make money from it would be nice. But I really want to help people. That's what I want this to be. I want this to help as much people and as many people as possible. And if I don't make a single red cent from it, I'm cool with that. But I help people. You know, as of recording this video, there's 183 people who found value in what I do enough to subscribe and say, hey, I want to see more of this guy. Be it for entertainment, be it they think I'm a jerk off, be it from they think what I have to say is valuable and has helped them in life. Whatever it is, they find value in what I do. And that's 183 people. Some of which I had great conversations with and learned a little bit about. You know, some of which I experienced more in my community. Certain of which I adapted and tried new things. And it's been a great thing. It's been a great journey for me, and I want to continue with that. So I have some stuff. I don't know if you guys see it here. I got a new camera I got for Christmas. There's some different things I got going on. I really want to improve and make change, and that can be uncomfortable, you know, changing, adding more time, doing different stuff, the way I set up my time, talking more in different ways, and really putting my nose to the grindstone with it. That could be an uncomfortable change. But I'm going to use what I know, and I'm going to put myself in those situations, and on the way out, you know, hopefully on the other end, I'm able to help people through it. So that's my goal, that's my hope. Otherwise, I really don't set resolutions. Obviously, I go into every year, and something that I do, I'm not saying you have to do this, this is just a personal thing that I do. I think about what I really want to do for that year. It's been an interesting year for me. My kind of thing of like how I wanted this year to go and the emotion that I wanted to feel kind of went a little different than I thought. You know, there's different videos I think you guys should watch if you want to know more about that. But if not, the gist of it is that I had an idea of how I wanted things to go, and as you know, things go different ways sometimes. And it's really interesting to see how things play out and who I became, what I learned, and the experiences I had, and now what I could bring to the world and the rest of you through that knowledge and information and experience. So it's been an adventure, but I go through it, and I think in the beginning I was like, this is what I want to accomplish this year, or the emotion I want to feel. And this year I'm doing the same, but it's going to be a little more personal to me. It's going to be a little more of like a joy and that kind of happiness, so to speak. I want to go into this year with more happiness and more joy. I'm already a pretty happy person, but I want to go out with even more happiness, the best I can at least. And yeah, and improve and just have a happy new year and happy life and all those good things. And that's why I want to do more this year coming up. And that's something I'm definitely going to work towards and improve as I do every single day. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope any changes you make go really, really well. I wish you the best in life. I wish you the best for the new year. I wish you the best at everything that you could be. Here's to a great year that we just passed, and here's to a new great year coming up. So if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the new year. And as always, I'm Joseph Cuiza, and I'm here to help.